Alright guys, welcome to the video today. So in this video, I'm taking a look at the Event Horizon. I just got this one a few days ago, and just recently I've been playing some games in Skirmish and Rumble, just trying it out. Other than that, I kind of just threw it on for like a few lives at a time. But it has pretty much anything you could possibly want. It has short gaze, it has ambush, so you can kind of swap between the two depending on which one you feel like using. It has a choice between life support and army of one. Personally, I like life support a little bit better. Quick draw and snapshot. Quick draw is the big time winner. It's basically snapshot with single point sling combined. So quick draw, hidden hand, life support, short gaze. I couldn't ask for anything better, and it's archetype. The bullet trail and the archetype weapons, they just so beautiful. But I figured I'd play around with it for a bit and make a video out of it and kind of share my observations as kind of how it performs and how it feels in comparison to something like a Her Benevolence or an LDR. So for anyone who doesn't know, the Event Horizon isn't the same exact archetype as something like a Her Benevolence, an LDR, or longbow. It's one notch of impact higher. Essentially, it's the same exact thing as a year one Effort Eat Spear, if you remember that. So it does a lot more damage to the head and to the body, and it makes a little bit more of a difference now because a few months back, sniper damage on the Her Benevolence LDR longbow archetype was nerfed. So you're getting a substantial amount of additional damage when you're using the Event Horizon compared to something like an LDR, longbow, etc. The main thing that I noticed for me was the stability. The stability on this weapon is honestly pretty horrible. I remember when I switched from my 1,000-yard stare to my Her Benevolence, I noticed that, hey, the stability feels really low. It feels very kicky, very choppy, and I'm looking on Destiny Game Wiki right now, and I don't know if they're 100% correct. All I know is that their numbers do kind of match up with what I was feeling, and they have stability rating on the Her Benevolence set at 46, and then for the Event Horizon, their stability rating they gave it was 27. So there's a pretty drastic difference there, and obviously Her Benevolence doesn't have the greatest stability either, and when you have something that's like, you know, 20 points lower, yeah, you definitely feel the kick, and it's very awkward to manage. I feel like if you ever miss the first shot, especially with the fire rate, you have 3 in the mag, very low fire rate, very high impact. If you ever miss that first shot with the stability, the mag size, the rate of fire, all of that, you're not really going to have too great of a chance of getting a double body shot. And at that rate, you're probably just better off switching to your primary and one-shotting them or one-tapping them for the rest of the kill. Moving on, as time has gone on, we've kind of unveiled the secrets of you know, hidden hand, aim assist, that whole thing. And I remember when aim assist first was revealed and people were talking about it, we just considered that single number, right? And according to DestinyGameWiki.com, they have Her Benevolence rated at, I believe it is 40 for aim assist, and then for Event Horizon they have it at 33. So there's not quite as much of a gap between that stat as there was like in stability and range, but it's definitely substantial, I think. And you do kind of notice it, that it doesn't really feel as dominant in the paint as Her Benevolence does. I think that could be attributed to the stability and the faster fire rate on Her Benevolence. But what I noticed about this is you have a really high range value, and essentially what the range does is it's kind of like preserving your aim assist, right? So your aim assist, like when someone is right in front of you, it's fairly easy. Like the bullet or the reticle feels very sticky on their head, but as they move farther and farther away, and if you see people, like if you're at B on Shores of Time and you're looking at someone who's in the back of the map, like sitting around a rock or whatever, generally, you know, obviously their target's going to be a lot smaller because they're far away, but you do notice that the aim assist starts to drop off and it becomes very hard to get it on their head, and it's a lot more difficult than you or more difficult time doing that than you would have at closer range. And you notice when using the Event Horizon that when you go to that extended range, it still feels like very crispy and very aim assisty. Quickly going over the pros and cons. The pros is that it has really good long range target acquisition, meaning it's fairly easy to aim at long range. It has extremely high impact, so any sort of super, whether it be roaming or panic, you're going to be able to one-shot them out of it to the head. So stuff like Sunsingers, self-resing, you know, Blade Dancers, Storm Trances, all that sort of stuff. If you hit them with one headshot, they're going to die guaranteed, no matter how much armor they're running. You can one-shot them with models like Her Benevolence and LDR, but in that situation, they have to be running minimum armor. So no matter what, with the Event Horizon, you can one-shot them out of their super. The cons of the stability is extremely low. It's very hard to get any double body shot kills, and on top of that, if you miss the first shot, chances are you're screwed. The stability makes it very, very difficult to hit any sort of follow-up shots. The low mag size is is annoying. Chances are you're not really going to kill anyone else, but like besides maybe in skirmish, I don't know, the fire rate and the mag size, it's going to make it very difficult to get anything more than 3 kills. And on top of that, it looks like a water gun. That's basically it for the video today. If you guys enjoyed the video today, that would make me very happy. I made a video that people actually liked. But I do have a second channel where I'm going to be playing Battlefield, Overwatch, among other things. I'm going to be experimenting with it. It's kind of like a thing where if I feel like making a video but I don't feel like Destiny, that's where I'm going and that's where I'm uploading. So I'll put a link to that in the description box down below. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I hope to see you in my next video. Peace.